Now that is what I call one hearty corned beef hash soup or stew ready on the table within 30 minutes. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to make a hearty comforting soup. We're going to make corned beef hash soup. Now this is relatively inexpensive to make, but very hearty, tasty and filling. It's absolutely delicious. You know, we're going to serve it up today with some toasted bread, but you know, it's fantastic inside a giant Yorkshire pudding. But I'll leave a link to the giant Yorkshire pudding in the description below. But let's show you how to make this corned beef hash soup. Come on. Right, this actually starts with prepping some veg. Now it's very easy actually. We've only got onions, carrots, potatoes, broccoli. You can use cauliflower, but I'm using broccoli. I've not had broccoli for a while. We've got some beef stock. We're going to chuck in a little bit of seasoning, salt and pepper, Worcestershire sauce and some baked beans. And that is our corned beef hash soup. Very hearty. Now this starts with prepping some veg. So let's peel the carrots. And then we'll chop them into reasonable sized pieces. So we don't want the ends. Take the ends off. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to prep the potatoes and carrots first because they're the hard veg. So we want these a reasonable size in our stew or soup. Now when you get to all of this, you can keep going down, cut them thinner, or you can come through the carrot and try and keep it the same thickness. It's as easy as this, guys. You know, it's not hard at all. So you determine how much veg you want. You know, if you want 1 carrot, 2 carrots, it depends how many people you're feeding. So like I say, I'm going to put the carrots and the potatoes in the same tub. A bit noisy that, wasn't it? Put them in the same tub. Now do I do another one? I think it's enough there. So we want to do the same with the potatoes. It's nice and steady. Peel off your potatoes. And then we're going to cube them up into about roughly the same size of the carrots. Because we need these to cook for about 10 minutes together. Now I know this is a boring job, but it has to be done as we can't eat. So I'll do one first so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll carry on and do them all. So let's just get rid of our potato skins. We don't want that on there, look. Let's put it to one side. Right, again, you know, we got our carrots to a oops, we dropped that one. Oh, we got our carrots to a reasonable size thickness, about 1 centimetre. Potatoes, about the same. Now, if they're too big, come across and potatoes about the same size. So we're looking at roughly the same size. Or the same thickness. And then all we're going to do we're going to put that in there with our carrots. So I'll just crack on and do a couple more potatoes. So potatoes and carrots all in there. One side. Onions. Let's take an onion. Want some sliced onions. Now I'm only going to do 1 onion, guys. I don't think we need any more than that actually. So let's just get that off there. Now we only want some cubed onions, so we don't want to go bananas, you know. That will do just nice. Onions prepped. Onions in a tub. Done. That's our onions. Head of broccoli. So we want the broccoli florets off there. So just whiz your knife round. Let's have those broccoli florets off the top of there. Now, there's nothing wrong with that stalk. If you wanted to shave off the outside toughness and cut a bit of that up, there's nothing wrong with that stalk. You could use that. So try and keep our florets all the same size. That's straightforward, isn't it? Hey. Now these won't take very long to cook actually. So these go in towards the end. Now all we need to do is put that in our tub. Corned beef, guys. Good old-fashioned English version of corned beef, even though it's from Argentina. Key on your corned beef tin and let's have the corned beef open. Just twist it nice and steady until we take off the bottom. We're going to cube it up into whatever size. It don't matter if it breaks up, you know, but we want some good pieces of corned beef. Now, I've seen people make corned beef hash soup and they mash it all up. We're going to chuck it in like that at the end, towards the end. We don't need to cook it in there because, as you know already, tin corned beef is already cooked. So it takes no cooking. Leave that on our board, put it to one side and we'll crack on with the soup. Okay, for the purpose of this video then, I'm going to use a wok. Now you can use a pan, you can use anything, but the pan might not be able to show what I'm doing, so I'll use this wok. Now as always, when I make a soup, nice bit of butter. Okay, you can use oil if you want, but I like butter in there to fry my onions. Little touch of oil as well. We don't want that butter to burn. In with our onions, guys. Get them all in there. Little pinch of salt. We don't want much actually, you know, because corned beef is a little bit salty, you know. And we'll go in with a nice pinch of black pepper because this is going to season up the whole soup. Now you can season towards the end if it's not seasoned enough for you. And then all we need to do is just give it a little whiz about in the pan. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to add my carrots and potatoes now. And they can have a little bit of a stir around in there before we add the broth. Now this is like corned beef hash, guys. Everybody has their own variation, you know. And this is corned beef hash soup or stew. But everybody has their own variation of how they want to cook this. This is my variation. And then we're going to add our beef stock. So that needs to come up to the boil for about 10 minutes. Whilst that's coming up, because I'm English, a nice splurge of Worcester sauce. Fantastic. Now you can put a lid on if you want, but we're only going to boil this for about 10 minutes and then we're going to chuck our broccoli in. Because the broccoli doesn't take that long, you know, the broccoli is only going to take probably another 10 minutes. So altogether the veg will have about 20 minutes in the pan. Just give it a gentle stir from time to time. So just turn it down a little bit and then in with our broccoli. So just stir our broccoli in there, let's get it in, start it off cooking. Now we're only going to cook this for about 10 minutes. And what I am going to do, I'm going to go put a lid on it. I want to keep all that fluid inside there now and sort of steam that broccoli inside. So we'll get a lid, put a lid on, 10 minutes. Now don't forget, within that 10 minutes, give it a stir. We don't want anything to stick and burn on the bottom. That's about 10 minutes. Give that a little stir around. That's a nice hearty soup in there. And now we're going to chuck in a tin of baked beans. Just get it all in there, you know. Don't forget, it's a corned beef hash soup. So corned beef hash with baked beans. Now that makes it a hearty, filling soup. Just let that come back up to a little bit more warm. And then we'll put in the corned beef. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Let's give it a little taste test actually. Oh, amazing. Oh, absolutely amazing. And then in with our corned beef. Quick stir. Oh, look at that. That is one hearty corned beef hash soup made. Now just give it just a minute to warm through that corned beef and that's it. That is job done. We don't need to mash it up in there. Off with the heat. Job done. All we need to do now is do some toast, butter some toast, and have we to fry an egg? Corned beef hash, fried egg. Let's fry an egg. Bits of oil to our pan. In with our egg. Oh, off with the flame. I've got that nice crispy bottom. Just a quick over the top with that. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that is amazing, guys. It's a little bit hot, but that is one hearty corned beef hash soup. That is delicious. A nice bit of toasted bread. That is awesome. Now that is what I call one hearty corned beef hash soup or stew, ready on the table within 30 minutes. So easy, guys. Served up with some nice thick toast with butter on. Oh, comfort food at its best. Now if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.